Brought to you by Ownwell, expertos en property taxes, sin costo inicial y solo pagas si ahorras.
Hi everyone, I'm here at Ellie's Bar recording the show. And if you ever wonder who helps capture Austin's heartbeat in every story, I'm with your girl. This is Madeline Hollern, editor-in-chief at Austin Monthly. Welcome.
Hi, great to see you.
Good to see you too. I'm excited for you to be here because I always follow your stories, your work, and of course your socials. You're such inspiration. You're cool, you're bubbly, and everyone loves you. So what's your story? What's behind that amazing editor-in-chief?
Oh my gosh. Well, where to begin? You want me to take it all the way back to the start?
Yes, girl. Take your
I
time.
was born in Minneapolis. I lived there till I was 9 and then moved to Amarillo and lived there for the second half of my childhood till I was 18. So I've been in Texas for a minute now. I went to UT, got a journalism degree, and have worked as a magazine editor for 18 years. So you do the math. I just turned 40. Yeah. So I always knew exactly what I wanted to do.
You are so young, but you look like 30, girl.
Well, thank you.
Then we can go into your skincare routine.
Yeah, body by stress, I think. And no, I try to get a lot of sleep. I think sleep is crucial, like basics, I think, for skincare and all of that.
So you were in Minneapolis, and then how come you come to Austin?
My dad got a job in Amarillo when I was 9, so my family moved there.
Okay, and then you stayed here.
And then I was in Amarillo from 9 to 18, and then I came to UT for college. My sister had gone to UT, and as soon as I visited Austin, I was like, what is this place? I love this place. So I came here for college, and then after graduating, I had a magazine job in Houston, then in Dallas, then San Antonio, finally back to Austin. So I've been in Austin officially back since 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the what makes Austin so special?
It is the perfect mix of friendly but cool. A lot of people who are friendly maybe aren't that cool. A lot of people who are cool maybe aren't that friendly. Like Austin is like the love child of both. Like it's just such a lovely, genuine place to be, but it's cool, right? There's cool people here. There's like a creative energy that just emanates from the city.
And do you think Austin has evolved or changed so much in the last 10 years?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But we just did an entire issue on old versus new Austin. It has changed so much. I mean, in every way. But I still think there's the same ethos of like friendliness and creativity here. And it's quirky, So even though we've gotten, Michelin-starred restaurants and we're getting an amusement park and we've kind of become this like bona fide big city, it still sort of has that small town approachability, which is really nice.
And do you think that's an important part of your job, of your work?
Yeah. I would say when it comes to my job in Austin, adaptability is key because Austin is changing so much. Media is changing so much. So you got to like roll with the punches and adapt with it.
And how do you pick and choose the stories that are going to be feature on Austin Monthly? Because I think Austin Monthly, it's where you go when you want to know what's going on, what's trendy, what's worth seeing or visiting.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with those?
Well, it kind of depends, right? So we have a print magazine, which comes out 6 times a year. And then we've got austinmonthly.com, which is, a website where we publish content almost daily. And then we've got our social media. So it depends. Social media is a lot more like what's happening right in this moment, what's on trend, what's in the zeitgeist. The website we can plan far in advance, but it can also be like, what is everyone talking about today? And then in print, we plan that out months in advance. So it has to be something that's timely but evergreen enough where if it comes out 3 months later, you're not like, well, this is old news.
Exactly. When you're talking about evergreen, I'm excited about talking about that because, of course, traditional media, it's about evergreen pieces, or that's how
or was, yeah.
Exactly. That's the idea we have, right? And now with the new outlets like podcasts and different YouTube shows, which I think now it's the same. Podcast, it has to be a YouTube show.
Sure, right.
And what do you think about those evergreen pieces? I think it's more difficult than ever to choose a story that is going to be, or you think is going to be evergreen.
Yeah.
What are the elements or key elements?
It can't be something so timely. So, when it's like food-centric things. We can do best breakfast, and probably the place that was a best breakfast 3 months ago is still going to be a best breakfast. One would hope it's still going to be open and still going to be a best breakfast. But yeah, I mean, you still need to make it authentic. Also with print, you dive a little bit deeper than just what is that timely news element there. Like you try to get those like human stories in there as well. So that's part of it.
Oh, okay. What do you think about storytelling? Not only for your kind of or your industry, but in general, for a person to be close to their own story or sharing their story, ways to do it. I love to hear your insights.
I mean, it's an interesting question because with social media now we're all storytellers, right? But I really I'm someone who genuinely loves people, and I want to know like what makes them tick, what makes them drive, you know, what's their why, what's their reason for doing something. So really delving into, I like going beyond superficial whenever I have the chance, because we live in somewhat of a superficial world now. You know, the attention spans are not always there. So trying to go a little bit deeper with storytelling is really important to me. And providing context. What's the historical context on here? You know, what were the trends? Where are we going? Like getting that history in there is important.
Oh, I love your outlook in life, because I think you are modern and, as I said before, cool, trendy, but I think you're very down to earth. And sometimes we don't get to see that part of the people we admire.
Sure.
So how are you, what gets you grounded?
Well, I would say my friends and family, like my parents live here. My sister lives here. So I feel very grounded around them. Also, as I mentioned, I'm from the Midwest. Like, I think people from the Midwest are just sort of naturally a little more down to earth. Like, I think anyone who knows me knows I'm not flashy. I don't live in a flashy home. I don't drive a flashy car. Like, I love getting Taco Deli to go and sitting on my couch and like reading a magazine or reading a book or watching TV. Like, I'm not, you know, buzzy in that way.
Yeah. And actually, I have to tell you something. When I invited you, I was like, oh, she might say yes or no. I don't know. But I'm going to shoot for the stars because I love her.
Shoot your shot.
Exactly. And when you were coming, I thought you were coming with a team or something.
Oh, no.
And you were just walking by yourself, so pretty and nice and
my
cool.
gosh.
And I was like, oh, that's Austin. And that is, I mean, you captured the spirit of the city so well. You impersonating that.
Yeah. Well, what I don't think people understand, especially with media now, is how small our teams are. We have 2 editors who are running the entire print magazine, all of AustinMonthly.com. We do our social media. We're the social media team. And we're going on TV and we're moderating panels and we're going on podcasts and we're hosting, you know, Brad Pitt and Austin Butler when they come in town. And it's literally 2 people doing that.
Oh my God.
So it's amazing. But no, we don't have team. I'm not walking in here being fanned and people feeding me. I'm fanning myself and feeding myself grapes. Yeah.
That's what I thought, actually. And it's so awesome to see that the people that is reflecting our reality on print or socials, they really know how Austinites live.
Yeah. Well, I go to hundreds of events a year. I try to like check out all of the places and really immerse myself in the scene. Nobody's telling me. I mean, I have a coterie of friends where I'm like, did you go to that bar? Did you go to that place? Was it cool? What did you think? But yeah, we try to immerse ourselves in the scene, because if we don't do it, who's going to do it?
Exactly. I agree with you. What part of Austin do you live?
At East Austin.
Oh, I love it.
Like Manor Road, but not the like trendy part. Like a little bit east of the trendy part.
So
it's getting there.
In a quiet place.
Yeah, it's kind of like where Mum Foods is.
Still.
You know. Yes.
Still. Because do you think Austin is going to expand and be more like huge like other cities?
I think so. I think people are going to continue to go more like to suburb, you know, like my family lives in Lockhart. Lockhart's big. Buta's big. Kyle is big. St. Marcus is big. Like I think people will continue to kind of go and sprawl, especially as things get more expensive. Although I have heard housing prices, at least for apartments, are kind of coming down in Austin.
Oh, that's amazing to hear.
Interesting. One thing that's fascinating is I had interviewed someone a few years ago about real estate. This is at the height of the market. And they were like, if you don't buy a house right now, you're going to regret it. And it's going to cost hundreds of thousands more. And of course, now we've seen that actually wasn't true. So one thing that you learn is like, nobody really knows, you know, like we think we know, we try to predict, we try to plan, but like no one knows.
And go to your at your own pace, right? In life. I have a question for you. Who are your friends or your close people? I mean, are people from work? What is these people?
I mean, I'm Friends with people at work. You know, my two closest friends, one lives at the I'm like pointing this way because she lives at the Independent. Yeah, and she's a Durham, PA. And then my best friend from high school lives in Houston. So those are like my two closest friends. But, you know, I'm lucky that I've got dozens of friends. A lot of people that I do work with just because I work so much. I mean, it's not uncommon for me to work 80 to 100-hour weeks.
Oh my God.
Which is a lot.
Is your industry competitive?
Like, in what way?
Just tell me, what do you think?
To get the job, or
like to get the job, or be like current, or being hireable, desirable for other, I don't know.
I think you just have to be so good at so many things now. Like when I got into journalism, it was like you just need to be a good writer or you need to be a good editor. And now it's like, well, you need to be good at social media and you need to be at events and you need to be able to do public speaking and you need to be able to, if we have an event, like we're the ones marketing it, we're the ones getting in front of people, like you need to buy tickets. So I think that versatility is a big part of it. So yeah, it's probably competitive, and there's just less media jobs now.
Yeah, and I think any job, any industry is very competitive right now. Actually, I was talking to celebrity hair stylist yesterday, and he goes like, now the celebrities expect you to have a good camera.
Oh, of course.
To take photos right after.
Yeah.
Because
it's all content.
Exactly, content.
So we're always thinking about like, how can we package this? Okay, we're going to do a long form feature, but how are we going to put it online? And how are we going to repurpose it for social media?
Like
and then can we twist this into an event? You know, like we have this really popular event called Burger Bash, which started with, we named the city's best burgers. And then we decided to have a really big party where people could come out and try all the burgers. And, you know, so it's like we're sharing it on social media. We're putting it on the website. We're going on TV and podcasts promoting it. Like it all kind of works together now.
That is amazing. I love the concept of repurposing. Do you think video is the mother of the content, or we can do like with
right
print?
now it is? I mean, maybe next year will change. You know, it constantly changes and evolves. But yeah, I mean, I think especially with journalists, people want to, and in the world of AI, people want to know who is reporting. They want to like get to know. It used to be journalism is like you're sitting behind a computer and you're typing and no one knows who you are.
Exactly.
Now you are like on camera. People can recognize you in public.
Exactly. Like you, I mean, I would never thought like 20 years ago or 10 years ago to be like following the editor-in-chief of a magazine.
You wouldn't know who it is.
Exactly.
Maybe you'd know their byline, but if you were out and about in public, unless it was like Anna Wintour, you know, unless it was like Devil Wears Prada, there were a couple of those like, you know, 90s stylish editors. But other than that, yeah.
Exactly.
It's really changed where now it's like, if you're not getting on camera, if you're not doing the podcast, if you're not going on TV, you're not going to make it.
Exactly. Do you think then that visibility, it's now the most important thing?
The outward facing stuff?
In general, visibility.
Oh, visibility. Yes. I don't know if it's the most important, but it's very important. It's a critical part of it. I mean, at the end of the day, I still think journalism skills, being able to tell a story, writing and editing is the most important part. But yeah, I think visibility is huge because we're going up against content creators, podcast hosts, and AI.
Wow. What do you think about AI?
As with all things, it's like wonderful and terrible. So my least favorite part of my job used to be transcribing. So if I would do an hour-long interview, I would spend 3 hours transcribing, writing down every word from it. Now there's AI, like rev.com will send you back a transcription 90 seconds later, and it's perfect.
Yes.
So like I can't sit here and complain about AI because I'm like, in some regards, it's incredible.
Exactly.
For research, it's amazing. For transcriptions, it's amazing. Yeah, as a tool, it's great. But it's also scary. You know, you're like, I don't want this to put me out of business. I think everyone's facing that right now.
Yeah, but I was actually writing about it. I have a Substack, and I was writing about how human is going to be scared.
Yeah.
The scarcity drives desirability.
Sure.
So we're going to be the most desirable thing.
It's
exclusive thing.
It's wild. Like peering into the future, I'm like excited and terrified, but like you don't stop it. Things are going to change. Like technology is going to evolve. Humans are going to evolve. So like there's no stopping it whether you like it or not. So you take the bad with the good. You know, that's just life.
Exactly. So how's your life in general? How would you describe it right now?
Life is good. It has hit a point where to be a magazine editor, it almost feels like a lifestyle more than just a job, in that it's so many hours of the day. And when we're not working, at a computer, we're out at events or we're going on TV or we're doing stuff like this. I try to integrate my personal life into my work. So like I'll bring friends or family or people I'm dating or whatever, like to events with me. And I try to integrate all that. It's a little difficult to find balance. I'm working on that.
Yes, I really gave up on that. Like, I
Right?
need balance.
Yeah. I would like to sit here and pretend like, oh, I'm perfect and I wake up at 5 a.m. and meditate and drink my, lemon water. No, I mean, I don't have perfect balance. I'm working on that. My friends and my family keep me grounded for sure. I'm also a big believer in moving your body. I love to walk. Like my favorite thing to do. I always say my favorite things are to talk and to walk. So I have 2 foster dogs. I call them my personal trainers. They get me up and walking every single day. I think moving your body is important. Otherwise, you'll curl up on the couch and be on your phone or computer from sun up till sundown.
Y bueno, side note, y esto es para mis Texas homeowners. Si recibiste la carta de los property taxes y la quieres meter en un cajón y no saber más de ella, te entiendo perfectamente. Es un proceso súper complicado, deadlines, tecnicismos. Y bueno, es por eso que yo confío en Ownwell. Ellos son local experts que te explican todo el proceso, pero sobre todo pueden protestar por ti. Y lo mejor es que no tienes que pagarles nada upfront, solamente les pagas si te ahorran dinero. Checa en el link que está en la descripción, totalmente gratis, cuánto puedes ahorrar en tus property taxes con Ownwell.
And I wanted to ask you something, because you are in the nitty gritty of what people are saying in Austin. How's the dating scene? Is that wild, as people say?
Yeah, I've been dating in Austin off and on since college, and I'm single now. I've been in serious relationships. I've been single. I think anyone who's single in any city is going to say dating is terrible here. And there are some difficulties, but I also think Austin's a young, vibrant city with a ton of single people. So I wouldn't say it's inherently bad here.
Okay. Do you believe in the apps?
I don't not believe in them. I don't know that they're as suitable for me. Like I'm on them, but I don't use them much. I'm so big on like in-person chemistry and connection.
Yes,
like
totally.
I just
Me
think
too.
I think most of the people I've dated for any span of time, if I'd seen them on an app, maybe I wouldn't have connected with them. Because you're looking at, well, is he tall enough, or is he this, or is he that? And it's like in real life, it's chemistry and connection. But I'm not anti-app, as with all things. It's like it has its place.
Totally. And if someone that is not from Austin or has never been here, what would you say about this city to them?
Just in general about Austin, oh God, it's the greatest place on earth. Was that what they say about Disney World? The greatest place on earth? Like Austin is just so wonderful. I mean, it's the perfect mix of big city meets small town. It's beautiful. Like the nature's so amazing here. The food's great here. The nightlife scene is unreal. And people are just really kind and friendly. It's a wonderful place. I'm biased, but I love it here.
I'm biased too.
Anytime I've ever lived anywhere else since living in Austin, I have palpably ached to come back. Like, I just think there's something really special here. And even with all the changes and evolutions, like, I loved it. I loved funky old Austin that I went to, the college town I went to, and I still love it.
Oh, me too. What makes you feel free? My questions are so ambiguous.
What makes me feel free? Like I said, moving my body. I think being in nature. I'm very into astrology. I'm an Earth sign, Virgo, triple Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising.
I saw it. I'm a Capricorn.
So I think spending time in nature, whether I'm doing yoga, whether I'm walking, whether I'm just sitting outside, like that is really freeing for me. Because I think we live in a modern world where we're indoors and on screens and curled over on our phone, which has its place, but
yeah,
I don't think we were really wired for that.
This is a questions that I always ask to my guests.
Yes.
What does living boldly looks like for you?
Not being so bogged down by societal expectations.
Okay.
Like I'm 40 and single, and I think people will have judgments about that, and that's okay. But like that's authentically where I'm at right now, and that's fine for me. Like I think people are going to judge you for no matter what you do and how you do it. So like just to me, to live boldly is to live authentically to what feels right. Like I'm big on like gut feeling and intuition and going with that.
And the people that is surrounding you, how have you left people in your journey, like people that you're not talking to them anymore?
Sure, some, yeah, and none really dramatically. I just think there's phases of life and there's different circles, and sometimes you're in a certain phase where you're closer with a person for whatever reason, and then maybe they move away, or maybe they have a kid and you're in a different phase of life, and it doesn't mean you dislike them. It's just like, maybe in that moment they're not in that closer inner circle, and that's okay. I mean, I'm lucky that there aren't I don't have a lot of enemies. There aren't a lot of people I just dislike. Like, I genuinely like people. I think I went into journalism because I loved writing, but also I love people. Like, I think people are fascinating. Everybody's got a story.
Exactly.
Everybody's got a quirk. Like, people are just so interesting.
Yeah, I think every story worth to be told.
Yeah.
I mean, and sometimes we are disqualifying ourselves by default because we think that we don't have anything interesting.
Oh, everybody has something interesting. So many interesting things. The nuances and the flaws are what make people so exciting.
Oh, you just write a movie or something. I feel excited just listening to you.
Yeah, I like people. I think people are wonderful and fascinating, and I genuinely like people. Like, you could sit me down with anybody and I'm like, let's have a conversation.
I'm the same. Have you ever learned a story on an Uber or an unexpected place?
Sure. Yeah, I can't think of a specific, but yeah, I mean, just going out and about and chatting with people, I hear about things all the time. Like, and I pick up on trends. Like, a couple years ago, I was starting to notice people are drinking less. Like, drinking doesn't seem to be as big of a thing. And so I started looking into it, and I was like, is it post-pandemic? Like, what is it exactly? And I ended up writing a really big long-form feature on how Austin became such a sobriety hub, which I had gone to college here. At the time, it was #1 party school in the nation. And there's certainly people who party and have fun here, but like, the sobriety community is really become a thing here. And I kind of noticed that just going out and about and anecdotally speaking with people and witnessing trends. And then you kind of piece it together.
If you weren't doing the work you're doing right now, what would you be doing?
I mean, it's related, but I love being like performing and being on camera, and like, my mom was a stage actress, so I think either I would be doing broadcast journalism, or I would be hosting, or maybe theater, like something where I could like perform in front of people.
I
like,
know
I think
you
that's
have
in my
your
DNA.
schedule packed, but you should.
Yeah. Well, I get to do a lot of that through my job. This past summer, I got one of the coolest things I've gotten to do was interview Brad Pitt at that Formula One event.
Tell me about it, please.
Yeah.
He was my crush.
I mean, I have to say, he's like in his 60s now. He's still so cute. Like, when I can tell. Sometimes you meet celebrities and you're like, maybe they're not. I was like, he's pretty cute. He's got that it factor.
Is he nice?
He seemed so nice. Yeah. So basically, Fawn's PR had reached out to me and said, we want you to host this event for F1, which I love. So I was already on board to do it, celebrities or no. And then they're like, there's going to be an A-list celebrity there, but they didn't tell me who.
Oh my God.
Which, I'm like, A-list celebrity. Like, how are we defining A-list? Like, is he really A-list? And then, 48 hours before the event, I was like, I know that you can't tell me because I can't tell anybody, but like, I need to know who this is so I can prep. And they're like, it's going to be Brad Pitt. And I'm just like, what?
Oh my God.
So we were like, working to finalize like the script. And I was like, can I ask questions? Because it's not like you can just jump up there and be like, tell me about your ex-wives. Like,
who is Brad Pitt?
Tell me about your substance abuse. Yeah, no, you got to like get questions approved. So, I'd worked with them and the team to like quickly get a couple of questions approved. And it was one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever done.
Oh my God.
So
when you're
not?
working with people like that, A-list people, they are like that all the time, or just celebrities?
Ask the question again.
Yeah, celebrities, politicians, they all have these kind of teams that you have to send.
You can't just like sit down with something like that. You need to get questions approved ahead of time.
Questions
because
approved.
think about it, people could ask crazy unhinged things, and if everyone's recording it, you might go viral for the wrong reason. And it's like, we're there to promote the F1 movie.
Exactly.
Which is funny, coming off of Formula One recently happened in Austin. Like, I feel like it's become such a scene now. Like, it was always a big thing, but this year I was like,
yes, this scene, I thought it was similar to South by Southwest.
I had the same. Yeah, I said the same thing.
Right? And South by Southwest is my ultimate favorite festival.
Yeah.
And do you like ACL or South by Southwest?
I mean, I like both. I think in recent years, I like ACL better than South by. Like,
Really?
I think South by might have. I don't want to say peaked a couple years ago. It's changed. It's not as much driven by music anymore.
Oh, not at all.
Like, and I love, going and discovering new music. So I think as a music girly, I still think, South by the film part of it has gotten incredible. Like
Yes,
some of
definitely.
it has gotten better and bigger and bolder. The music has pared down a little bit.
Totally.
So I
agree
think
with
I
you.
like ACL
And
because
I've heard,
of discovering bands.
And I've heard not next year, but the next, they're going to integrate podcasts.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's so interesting.
Well,
and I'm
that's
excited.
like we said, things evolve all the
Yeah,
time. So it's like,
exactly.
I still love South by. I also like the ACL is a little shorter. Like South by's what, 10 days? Like
Yes.
usually by the end, I'm like, oh, I'm running on fumes. At least with ACL, you get that buffer of a week in between.
True. And I love that it's 2 weekends, so you can decide which one works
you can
better
do
for
both,
you.
or you can pick one or the other. Yeah.
Exactly. And so when it comes about these teams and people that is so important, A-list people, have you ever been like super, super nervous with someone?
I think once I'm actually in the room with someone, I feel calm. But like the night before the Brad Pitt event, laying in bed, I was like, have you ever had anxiety where you feel like something's pushing on your lungs? Like I was almost like, I feel like I can't get like a full breath in my body. I was like, how do I feel better? I was like getting in yoga poses. I was like, I'm going to take a hot bath. Like but then when I met him and I was there, I was like, okay, I like turned that into adrenaline,
Exactly.
You kind of like convert that anxiety
And
into
I think
like
it's about energy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
About energy. And some people has it happened to you that when you are with a person that you thought it was so cool, but then the energy is not
Of
there?
course. Yeah.
Oh,
Like with
wow.
someone I'm interviewing or just in general?
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. But that's okay. I still think people are interesting and
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
And you have to, at that moment, like change the shift of your interview.
It's just all adaptability. Yeah. But I find when I do any kind, because I actually think public speaking is pretty scary. Like for as much of it as I do, like it's scary, but I'm like, just get the audience to laugh. Get one laugh out of the audience. And then you can take a full breath and then you're good. So I usually try to work in something initially where I'm like, get that quick, like,
I love
stress relief laugh.
Great insight. Do you do often speaking engagements?
Not so much like standing on a podium and speaking, but I like moderate panels and, I'll host events. So like things like that, I guess. Like I'm not standing up and giving like an hour-long speech.
And can people hire you for that? Or do you just, okay, that's awesome to know.
If anyone's looking for an MC or whatever. Yeah, I love doing stuff
that's
like that.
amazing. I think you should be doing more speaking engagements.
Yeah, I do a lot. But again, I think trying to have that work-life balance, I've hit a point where I'm like, all right, but I want to like take a weekend off or travel or, have some downtime to, I don't know, do my laundry. So
where do you like to travel?
Well, I don't travel as much as I wish I did, but 2 summers ago, I went and did a yoga retreat in Sicily with a friend of mine, and we went to Rome, we went to Paris, and that was like incredible. Love it? Yeah.
What do you love the most?
Taking a break from work. Like as much as I love working, I also like those times where I'm like, I'm going to leave my phone. I'm going to leave my computer. It was funny when I got to Paris, there was some kind of like internet outage. And I was like, I feel like the universe is like, no girl, you are not going to be on your phone. You are not going to check your email. Like you are going to fully immerse yourself in this.
Oh, I love that.
So being able to disconnect, I think, and, discover is what travel is all about. I wish I did more of it. I'm working on that. It's tough because I've been on some form of magazine deadline since I was 21 years old.
Exactly. You've been on the go, like,
it's a lot.
So
it is not.
long.
I think with any glamour job, people think it's so easy, and it's like it is glamorous at times, but it's a lot of work. Like it's a grind.
Totally, I agree with you. And I have a question for you. We almost wrap up. If you are walking the street and you see Madeline at 13, what would you say to her?
At 13 years old? Gosh, just like listen to your intuition and go for it. And everything you've ever wanted to achieve, you're going to achieve and then some.
Oh, that is so cute. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Where can we find you? What's next? How can we be, following your career?
Yeah. I'm big on Instagram at Madeline Hollern is my handle, at Austin_monthly. We do a ton on Instagram. I am not a TikTok girly. I don't know, don't have time for it. So you can follow me there, but you're not going to find much in the way of content. And then awesomemonthly.com, subscribe to Awesome Monthly print magazine. We do events all the time. We've got a Honky Tonk Fest event coming up. We've got Best New Restaurants in December. So lots of fun events. A good way to get to know the city.
Thank you so much for being here. You have to follow this girl. She's amazing. She's a powerhouse. And I'm so honored that she was here. So I'm going to be following your career. You're amazing. And
Thank
I hope to
you.
see your book or something, your podcast
We'll
soon.
add it to the list. We'll work on that.
Thank you, Madeline. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.